Welcome to Talk That Talk with DivaSpeaks Relationships. This is Angela Patrial, and we have another question in the inbox. I'm going to make it real short and sweet, okay? But again, welcome to Talk That Talk with DivaSpeaks Relationships. My name is Angela Patrial, and here is the question in the inbox. Here we go. Got to put on my glasses, guys. Okay, got it? Okay, so our good friend wants to know. Okay, so the caption is, he's still on Bumble. He's still on Bumble. What should I do? Once again, the question is, the caption is a question. He's still on Bumble. What should I do? I've been seeing this guy for the past 2 months. I'm into him and thought it was mutual. But I just found out he's still on Bumble with recent photos. I'm almost 50, a grown woman. I felt that. A grown woman, okay? But this situation makes me feel like I'm back in primary school. Okay, she said primary, so we already know what the age is, okay? As a woman in her 50s. I know it sounds silly, but what should I do? So once again, since I kind of gave my own little commentary in between reading what our good friend wrote, let me do it all over again. He's still on Bumble. What should I do? I've been seeing this guy for the past 2 months. I'm into him and thought it was mutual, but I just found out he's still on Bumble with recent photos. I'm almost 50, a grown woman, but this situation makes me feel like I'm back in primary school. I'm going to replace that with elementary school. I know this sounds silly, but what should I do? First of all, I want to say thank you for taking the time to write in and get my feedback. And I want you to know, as I always say with any letter that I read and address and air it, right? You're not the first one. You're not the only one. There's probably some others that are going through this as well. But the short answer is, unless you've had that exclusivity talk with this man, then you don't have any rights to have any further expectation that he would leave that particular dating website or app until the two of you have dated long enough or seen one another long enough for the feelings to be mutual enough to become exclusive, right? Just with dating one another, I think your expectations are a little bit too far-fetched at this point, right? This guy probably is into you. The feelings are mutual, but he has not decided that he wants to get off of Bumble and date you exclusively, right? So I would say that he's still... Okay, my good friend, as I was saying, it's fair to say that this man that you're interested in, that you did meet on Bumble, an online or a dating app, is still looking. It's fair to say he's still looking, and you should be as well. He's still trying to see what his options are, as you should be as well. Don't lock in on the first guy that you meet on this dating app, and then you kind of fail yourself by setting these high expectations of exclusivity with this man when he's not there yet. I think that the same argument can be said for him. How do you know that he's still on Bumble and he has recent photos if you're not on Bumble and still searching, if not only just to search his profile? You're still on there. And while you may not be looking for another guy, you're looking at the actions of the guy that you're interested in. The same argument could be made from the other side of the fence that, hey, you're still on there too, because how would you know what I'm doing on Bumble? It's a dating app. The expectation is people go on there to meet people to date. So you should continue to date until you and whomever have these mutual feelings outside of feeling each other and the chemistry and the going out and having a good time. You should be mutually I can't talk, I swear. I can talk outside of on camera. The two of you guys would need to decide together. The feelings will be mutual, that we're going to take this off of the dating app and we're going to see each other and be exclusive and monogamous to one another in real life. Unless you have had that conversation with this guy or any guy in the future, I feel that you are failing yourself and you're setting yourself up for failure in your dating life very early on. You can be very disappointed and get discouraged, and you shouldn't do that. This guy is updating his profile with recent pictures. I would say do the same. You need to update your profile and keep updating it with recent pictures until you find you're happily ever after, or you just decide it's not worth your time anymore. What should you do? If you would like to, just have a conversation with him, just to kind of figure out where the two of you are, or where he is in his journey with you, right? You want to know how he feels about his dating experience with you. And if you get some positive feedback, continue to date the guy. And if you find out through this conversation that he's still looking, he just wants to have a good time, then you decide what you want to do with that information. But right now, what you shouldn't do is have the expectation that this guy isn't. Okay, so again, what you shouldn't do is have these unfair and unrealistic expectations of this guy or any guy or the next guy, that after a few pleasant or good times with you, that they're going to automatically remove their dating profile off of the dating app that you met them on. What you shouldn't do is take yourself off the market prematurely because you've had a few good dates and conversations and some good chemistry with the guy, until you mutually decide that both of you want to date each other exclusively and you discuss monogamy. Then I think it's unfair that you set yourself up for disappointment, and that then, don't vilify this guy because he's continuing to improve his dating profile with recent pics. He's still searching. He is. He's trying to attract what he desires, or what he feels will be most compatible, or what he really wants. That's what people do on dating apps, and you should do the same thing too. Like I said, if you want to have a conversation with him, just kind of, probe a little bit, or be direct, ask him, about his recent actions, and how do the interactions or the few dates that you guys have went on, how does that play a role in him continuing to stay on the app? Whatever his answer is, accept it. Be open to dating until the right one finds you, or you stumble upon each other. That's all I got. So guys, if you're just not tuning in, this good sister met a guy on Bumble. She says it was great. She thought they were feeling each other and the feelings were mutual. She met him on Bumble again, but she recently saw that he's been updating his profile with recent pics and that he's still on Bumble. I told our good friend, I said, well, in order for you to know he's still on Bumble, you got to be on there too, right? Even if you're not searching for other guys, right? You're searching his profile. That's very stalkerish. I told her she should still be looking as well, because this guy's still looking, and she should keep her options open as he is. Follow his example. Keep your options open. Don't take yourself off the market, because clearly he hasn't. Don't make the guy a bad guy. Continue to date. You're in your 50s. I'm sure that the dating scene is a lot different, from many years ago. It is. It really is. It's different than when it was when, whatever. I'm not telling you guys my business. But this has been Talk That Talk with DivaSpeaks Relationships. My name is Angela Patarreal. Until the next time and the next letter, toodles.